Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of them are today, many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what Simon Ekpa is leading.
Thing I have said that didn't come to pass. The only thing that I'm waiting for is this Biafra to become an independent state. That is the only thing I have said that is yet to happen. But we are on the process of making it a reality. So when I joined, everybody knows that I said I will never be part of this more than 5 years and Biafra will come. So when I was saying I know the date was Biafra, I think that should have actually gives many of you some kind of sense of, articulating. If I have said from the beginning that I will not fight this more than 5 years and Biafra will come, you should know that I know exactly what I'm doing.
Wow. Wow. Honestly, we give Chukwu Kadama the glory, and you're just the man for the job. The new sheriff in town, and we can't settle for less. We are so happy. Please,
God told me, pronounce it and I will make it a reality.
Wow.
Oh, Dagu! Mwana papu ke wunam jisike Chukwu gozie gi.
Honestly. Thank you, Adandembulandegede. Please, Mazi Success, just know that if you have you want to interrupt me, just go ahead at any given time. You are always welcome, sir.
There's no problem. Just go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, sir. All right, we move. Mazi Onyeka, please grab the mic and let's hear you.
Thank you for having me. All protocol duly and humbly observed. More jog. Agaba do. My question is this: today, I was engaged with some poorly informed Biafrans in a conversation regarding the convention, and one of them raised the question that only the international community have the right to declare Biafra. Say you are poorly informed. That our Biafran people have the right to give mandates to our Prime Minister to declare Biafra and wait for international community to recognize, countries to recognize. And we don't need much. So I want to be sure that my answer I gave him is correct. After the declaration of Biafra, which the Biafra people have given you the mandate to do so, after the declaration on December 2nd, how many countries we need for recognition before we can be a sovereign state? That is my question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You answered correctly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But let me tell you, it is not about how many countries that you need. You can have all the countries in this world and you still don't have your freedom.
Okay.
You can be recognized by 20 countries and still you don't have freedom. You know why?
No, sir.
Because there are countries that once they say yes, others follow. And there are countries that when they say yes, others will not follow. And if they say no, even if you like, carry everybody along with you, you will never go anywhere. And that country is America. That is why it is very important that we educate the foreign policy makers and decision makers in the United States to understand that Biafra will be the solution to the instability that they have pumped billions of dollars for many years in the Sahel and beyond. So Biafra, we are presenting Biafra as a solution, which is exactly what it is. That's why we focus on educating them. Now, in the past, they will tell you there is nothing to show that you are actually, somebody is making noise. Can you stay muted, please?
Please, whose mic is open? Onyeka, mute your mic while you are listening to the PM, please.
In the past, all you do is noise, agitating without a structure, agitating without a foundation, agitating, just making noise, political pressure group. So nobody will take you serious. But they know that indeed Nigeria is not designed to provide the kind of solution that will put a stop to all the things going on in that region and beyond. So there is need for an alternative. But all the people that are bringing this alternative have not demonstrated the readiness to take that particular responsibility. So that's what we have done differently. So you need America. Once America goes, every other person follows. You will agree with me that during the Biafra civil and genocidal war, we have 4 to 5 country recognition. Did it give us independence? The answer is no. Did it make the United Nations recognize Biafra? The answer is no. But we have 4. And these 4 countries, or 5, are all members of the United Nations. It didn't give us the recognition. But had it been that America recognized Biafra, which they were actually about to, but because there were no foundation. When I mean foundation, I mean the kind of foundation that we have today, representation in the United States. A visible and good representation in the United States like we have it now. It does not exist. It didn't exist then. So there was no representation. But Nigeria is present in the US, so they know whatever that was going on, but Biafra doesn't have privilege to those information. So when America was turning its back on Nigeria, they begin to pressure the Biafra side to embrace peace and give up the fight. So it was actually a scam that Govt did to Àírmý, because Àírmý did not know what America was thinking, because there was no representation. Today we have representation and we have voice, and in Washington, D.C. We have voice in the Congress, and that's exactly what we will continue to educate them in the Congress to understand that that particular problem of 1960 has tripled, and there is a need to put a stop to it. Not only for the interest of Biafra, but for the interest of the United States and for the interest of the West, which will be in turn benefit Africa. So it is a win-win for everybody. How will you not abide and agree by that? So my brother, what we are doing in Finland is to generate this legal instrument, legal document. Like if you have been listening from the beginning, I was mentioning some of the international treaties, human rights treaties, United Nations human rights treaties and convention that we are going to ratify and assent in Finland during the convention to be a backbone for this legal document, including the result of the self-referendum, including the declaration document, including the constitution of the Biafra people, and many other things that will be adopted. This whole thing will form the legal backbone and the legal document for Biafra government to pursue the recognition from the top, from the United States Congress, United States Department, and we educate them until they understand that Biafra is the only solution. As that is happening, we'll continue the eviction of Nigeria in Biafra land. Nigeria can never survive me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Prime Minister Mogvisto Ebos.
Thank you. That question that got our PM to respond, and the whole world is watching. Thank you. All right, please, those of you that are in the space as a speaker, you need to raise your hands. When we finish attending to the hands that are up, we will change the room with those that are waiting to come in. Rage and Fury, please grab the mic.
All right, thank you very much, my honorable minister. I hope I'm coming out loud and clear.
Go ahead, man.
All right, thank you very much. I will ask a brief question. First, let me greet my Prime Minister, His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, for all the Biafran people. I am an Isoko and Urobo speaking Biafra, and I am proud of my Prime Minister. I am proud of my Biafra. And before I go forward, let me say, do you see this, my son, affection? After you have done what you do best, do you see satisfaction on our faces? As you dey fight for us to be free, you don't think it's much, but to us it means the world. We wake up every morning and wish you were there. You don't have to lie to gain our trust. You will always have your people trust. We always love you, Simon Ekpa. Your every contribution makes our lives a little bit safer every day. You are the hero. You are the hero. Thank you very much, my Prime Minister. That is a song from my mentor, Lucky Dube. I just changed some of the weddings and I feel like I should do it for you. My question is very simple, sir. Like from the beginning, you made your submission and you told us about some of international treaties that we are going to assent to. And you made us understand that Nigeria even assented to some of these treaties. So my question is, when a country or a nation that is part of this that assented to these treaties break them, you see that the international community doesn't have the power to punish that nation, because here in Nigeria, most of these treaties have been broken by Nigeria. And my second question is, how do you know that Donald Trump is going to be the next president? Because before campaign, you were the one that said Donald Trump is going to be the next. And we followed you. To my amazement, 2 days ago, Donald Trump is today a president. What is happening, sir? Because sometimes when you make some exposition, I will be scared that say this our prime minister no go put us for trouble one day. You understand? At the end of the day, what you talk will come to pass. What is happening, sir? Thank you very much. I am Regent Siri from Isoko speaking, Biafra.
Thank you very much. As you know, I'm a very strong Christian. And I believe in God. So that is what we call divine mandate. When you are in a divine mandate, everything you do works for you. Even if they are against you, they will turn and work for you. And that's why I said, God told me, pronounce it, and I shall bring it to reality. If you watch, that is not to say when I was a Nigerian, when I was in Nigeria, Nigeria is never something that God favors. You see all their nonsense pastors, they will be making nonsense predictions saying they are doing prophecy. They will tell you one thing, and if it mistakenly falls into that, they will be using it to share to their congregation. You see, I said it. Our own, consecutively, I talked about our prime minister in Finland. He became the prime minister. I supported him. I talked about our president in Finland. He became the president. I supported him. I told you the next is Trump. I supported Trump. I was one of the first person that endorsed Trump as far back as 2023. And it is on Google. It is on Wikipedia. If you go to the list of those that international politicians that endorsed Donald Trump, go to international politician, my name is there on the list as people that endorsed Donald. It is in the media. You can search and Google it. It's in news. Nigerian news reported it. Some international media reported it. My endorsement on Donald Trump. I believe that because I am on a divine mandate, so God direct me how and what to do and when to do it. Not like when you are in Nigeria, you are fighting a wrong fight. If you are predicting on behalf of Nigeria, you are in the wrong side. Every of your prediction will fail. But when you are in the right path, and in the right mandate, everything will fall into place. Now, just check it from the beginning till now. There is nothing I have said that I have not had, including the kissing of dust of our enemies. They are falling one after the other. You may also understand that the one that I posted the picture a few days ago, the criminal Ejiofor have confirmed, is a native doctor to Ejiofor. He's the one doing all the juju for Ejiofor in Anambra. They call him Odanike. He was the commander of ESN. They recruited him immediately the same as Nnamdi Kanu. He became an Ebubago person, become AVG commander in Anambra, killing our people. Today, he is gone. Now, I tell you that many of them will go down before December 2nd. So what I'm trying to say, to answer your question, is that I am on a divine mandate. It is not just about Trump. Trump is a president. Trump is not going to single-handedly make decision on Biafra. That is why we started by educating the congressmen. That is why we started by educating them, and now we are moving to the United States Department of State to educate them on the importance of Biafra. So there is still a lot of work to do. But the beginning of the work will even start more immediately after the December 2nd, because we need to have this legal document to be able to be ready ahead of what is to come. So a lot of work needs to be done, and we are doing that. So Donald Trump is just President Donald Trump. Is not. He's not going to come out and say, "Okay, I give you Biafra." No,